Hello everyone. I am really excited today. I've been waiting all through November because I knew this was coming. It's from Gummiapan. I have a friend, a Facebook friend in Austria called Margit, who told me about this company, which is in Sweden. And they make the most adorable dies, some tiny ones, just perfect for my kind of cards. And I'm just so thrilled. And they do an advent calendar, which means that, like any kid with waiting for a chocolate every day, I have a little crafty bit of magic every day, starting on December the 1st. So what I thought I would do, I would share my advent calendar with you. I'm going to try and make a card for every single die in the box. Well, I saw this little chap. I thought, oh, it's Gummiapan. That is wonderful. So opened it up, and inside it actually didn't look like this. It was all beautifully wrapped in gold tissue paper, but I soon got rid of that. I just wanted to see what was inside. And inside I have a little package for every day until Christmas. But this one is a bonus one, and it goes on until the 31st of December. Oh, I just can't tell you. It's wonderful. Anyway, the pictures are all different on each one, but it's going to be a surprise to see what's in. So I'm going to open a packet, have a look at the die, and see if I can come up with a card. I've got a card base ready here, hopefully. I've got a bit of spare for cutting out. I've got a panel. I've got my card base folded. So I'm hoping that whatever's in here will fit on that size card. I can always do something different if not. Anyway, here's my number one. I'm going to close the box up and put it down out of the way while I open this package. Oh my goodness. I'm just like a kid. Oh my Lord. Right. Oh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, when I first get a die from anywhere, one of the first things I do is just cut it out of a bit of scrap to see kind of what it looks like. So here's a bit out of the bin. Let me just cut this out and see what it does, see what it looks like. There we go. Right, this is where's my pokey tool? Round we go. Here we are. Isn't that gorgeous? Perfect size. Perfect. Oh, bit of luck. It's my favourite size card base, so it's just as well that it is going to work for this die. So, right. Just looking at that one. I might actually use that as a lower layer and stack the finished one on top. Because it's, I could have an aperture behind that, couldn't I? So if I find a circle die, here's my box of very closely matching dies. Here's my circles. Right, have I got this one? I think that one should do it. If I use that to cut a hole out of my panel, then the panel can be raised. There can be something behind it peeking through the hole, and this can go on top of the hole. Ooh, right. Now, what to do this with this? Oh, this is in my bin. Now, this was from a card I made yesterday. So, that's not going to fit on there, is it? However, If I cut that from there like that, I could treat the rest of this with some of that pigment, that luscious pigment powder. Let's try it. Let me try it. Arrange, can you see what I'm doing? Arrange that over the bit of gold that's, and then a bit of this. This is gilding flakes and pigment powder. I have got a video on how I do that, so I'll perhaps put a link to it underneath this one when I've finished. Right. Let me see. I do love this stuff. This is a taste of things to come. Look at that. Actually, I quite like that with a bit of green. I don't think I'm going to do anything with that. I was thinking I would put some glue on and a bit more pigment powder, but I like the contrast with the green. Excellent. I'll keep that bit. I might need that for a sentiment or something because I haven't got much. Oh, I might find a sentiment there. Right. I am rambling, as my mother would say. Right. If I put that, where do I want to have this? Let's have a look. Kind of about there, I think. I quite like things just sort of off-centre. If you think about that, that is about on the third, isn't it? The middle of the circle is about on a third of the card, which is always a pleasing position. Things in thirds seem to work quite well. Right, I've got a hole. I have my aperture. Right, now this should fit. Was it going to go in? I think it's going to just go in now. Will that stay? How can I get that to stay in? Think about that one while I'm doing this. Let me think. Let's join the two die cut. That fits just inside it. But how will it stay in? What could I do? Can't think about that a minute. Let's join these two together for a moment. That looks lovely, doesn't it? I like that bit of green on the side. Didn't think that was going to work, but it looks brilliant. Right. That would hold it up, the base and the thing of the... I might be able to put some tape across the back. Can you see that? If I come in a little bit... You see there? You can just about see that, this one, on the inside of there. Oh, I hate it when it flickers. Stop it. There's something about this light that flickers when I get up close to the camera. It's ridiculous. I'm going to put a bit of tape on this. Let me just see what I've got here. I think I might put a bit of foam tape on because that... Well, before I do that, let me just put some glue on the tip, the top and bottom of here. And that will stick it to the card. I'll try it on here. Right, let's get this chap in position. About there. Stick, stick. Lovely. Now... I will just put some tape going across parts of this to make sure that it doesn't fall out. It hopefully will be okay. Be really close. I think the next size smaller circle would have been too small, and it would have shown. But we'll see how we go with this. I think that should hold it. I'll put a tiny bit in there. I think it will hold it. There we go. Right, and another bit there, then the rest of it can just go on regular. I thought it might be interesting, actually, just to for you to hear the complete ramblings, because my mind goes through all sorts of machinations about what I'm going to do with something, and I'll start and I'll think, oh, this is going to be fabulous, and it looks dreadful. And sometimes, you know, like for example, this. I thought that was really nice how it came out. Now, something to show behind there. I think I'd quite like just a bit of snowy something. Where's a bit of, I've got some card. Here's a bit. Is it the same sort? Yes. If I emboss a little bit of snow, I'll do the whole thing, because then I'll always use it for something else, I suspect. Is this the right thing? There we go. Right, I have bought some new plates, extended ones for this Platinum 6, but I haven't kind of worked them out yet. They seem to be a bit, I thought something would happen, and it didn't quite happen in that way, so I think that look quite nice. So let's cut a little bit of this off. Yeah, that's big enough. There we go. Put this behind. I like this narrow foam tape. It's from a company called Sticks to Anything, and the 2 is a number 2. And they make terrific sticky stuff. They do micro dots, which I love to use for very skinny sentiments. They do really good low tack tape, which holds things beautifully in position but comes off without leaving any marks on the cardstock. Right, let's just pop that on to there. I'll put a little bit of adhesive on the back of that. There we go. And we'll pop that onto the front of this card. And then I'll just do, I'm thinking I've got a small sentiment that I can probably get out of the remainder of that bit of green that I had there. This is just to stop the foam tape from grabbing the card base as soon as it touches it, and if it's in the wrong place, I wouldn't be able to move it. So position it like so. There we are. Now, I like to get sentiments to feel sympathetic with the die cut or the image or whatever I'm using. And I've got one on here somewhere. Where is it? Noelle. I was using that the other day. You see, I think that is about the right line to go with this. Let me cut. I'm sure I've got. Look, I've just got space there. Talk about waste not, want none. Bit of a mean old thing, aren't I, really? But I do love this technique of gilding flakes and the mix of gilding flakes and pigment powder. this one is, the pigment powder I use there is this one. It's, I've just still got it here. It's called Grungy Gold from Indigo Blue. These are fabulous powders. I keep on discovering things that I can do with them. And I've got an idea for something else, but I'm waiting for something to come in the post before I try that. Now, this one I think I'm going to try with my micro dots. Let's just get rid of the tiddly bits. Micro dots are in here somewhere. Some left on there. Looks a bit dirty, I think so. Now, micro dots are just on a piece of acetate or whatever, some sort of plastic, and there's just a whole series of tiny, tiny, tiny little dots. And let's see if this will come out. Let me see. Will it come? No. I have to take it out first. I've tried that before and it has worked, but this one is a bit snug. It probably is because there was glue underneath the gilding flakes and the pigment powder, and it might still be just marginally tacky. I can see up here there's some. Right, rub. And let's lift this off. Oh, stupid woman. Did you see what I did? Oh, I put the micro dots on the right side. Oh, what a stupid woman. Well, look, I've got, where'd it go? Here it go. I've got this bit here. Let me see if I can fit another one on there. Can I do it? Just. Oh, my goodness, because I don't think there's any left on there, is there? Maybe this will do. What a stupid woman. She's trying to be clever, you see. Right, let's try again. Oh, Lord. Try and stick it down on the right side this time. Got a bit of green on it, might even look a bit better, says she, making excuses. Oh, it's got a bit of variegation, it's not bad. Right, try and stick it down. I bet people were saying, you're sticking it down the wrong side. I can just hear you. I could just hear you now. There's another little bit with some dots left. But there, I think. There's just so many of these and they're just close together. So no matter where you put it, it hopefully will grab a few, which will help it to stick onto your card. Right. Let's try this chap. What I could do with the other one is put some anti-static powder on the top to get rid of the stick and then stick it again on the other side. There we go. Well, there we go. A nice, clean and simple card for day one of my Gummiapan advent calendar. Isn't that a fabulous die? I love it. Well, I hope you had a bit of fun watching, and let's wait and see what the next one's got, shall we? Might be fun. Thanks so much for watching.